Kwe, Televisi Nani Tuma Young. Greetings everyone, my name is Tuma Young, and I've been asked to share you with this video, a small video about two-eyed seeing. We call two-eyed seeing, the approach of two-eyed seeing approach is called edwoptimunk. And it was coined, and the process was first coined and developed by the late Elder Merdina Marshall and her husband Albert Marshall of Eskizoni. It describes an approach where you look at the same issue, the same problem, the same context, the same issue, item from two different eyes or two different perspectives. The Western science approach and the Ulnu science approach, the Ulnu perspective. And then the theory is that when you look at this issue from two different perspectives, you get a complete picture, a complete understanding of everything that's required. Now, to give you a small little example of this, today I'm out picking mayflowers. Now, the Western understanding of how to identify what mayflower is, you look towards the flower. Every single plant has a flower. It's almost like a fingerprint, Whereas the Ulnu understanding of how to identify a plant is you look to the root or the gibisque or the verb of what the plant is doing. So, in order to get a complete understanding of the mayflower, you look at towards both perspectives. For example, we know that the mayflower is the provincial flower of Nova Scotia, and everybody seems to like it. They're proud of it, and they can smell it, and it's written in some of our seals, etc., type of thing. It's celebrated as the provincial flower of Nova Scotia. From the Mi'kmaq perspective, mayflower is translated as Scotpigus Wiswaswekjij, and that really translates to the little tiny flower that peeks out at you early on. And it is also very well known. There's no real medicinal knowledge that's associated with Scotpigus Wiswaswekjij. However, when I was asking elders about it, they would say, well, there's the name was very difficult to find, and many other names like Amalial Daridagwe, the little vine that goes around for no reason at all. But most elders would say that they forgot the English name, the Mi'kmaq name, but they remember what they used to call it when they were children. And I would ask, well, what was that? And they said, 10 cents a bunch. So they would then tell me about how they would pick them, and their parents would go and sell them in the trains. They would hop on the trains from one station to another, sell these mayflowers as they walk through the cars for 10 cents a bunch or a penny a bunch or whatever the cost was for everybody. And then people on the trains would be purchasing them. And this was a way that people obtained money for necessaries. So in this sense, people said we call them 10 cents a bunch, and often it kept food on the table and it kept clothes on their backs, and that there was a life of peddling, or what was called peddling. But really it was in keeping with the treaty interpretations of our peace and friendship treaties, which were trade treaties. So our grandparents, our elders were talking about their parents using Scotpigus Wiswaswekjij as a treaty necessary, or as part of the treaties. So with that in mind, I'm going to go. You see the provincial or the Western knowledge of mayflowers combined with the Ulnu knowledge of mayflower to give you the complete understanding of one of our most little and beautiful flowers. And it has a very strong scent. So when you pick it, make sure that you don't pick the root, but you pick a couple of the stems and the flowers, and you just enjoy it. Well, and that's how edwoptimunk in a small little way can be used. Well, thank you.